I'm Greg Fruth, Sports Chef Guru. Welcome to my show, everybody, again. Hopefully, everyone had a Merry Christmas. It was a Merry Christmas. Unfortunately, the Lakers didn't get there against the Clippers. Frankly, from what I saw, it was a really good game to watch. Obviously, we ended up on the losing end of that game. It was obvious that the Clippers are a better team than the Lakers. If James was in his prime, I think that would be close. It would be a split. But they probably have the edge, even the Lakers. But he's not any longer. He did get hurt during the game. That did affect the outcome of the game. I just believe the Clippers are a better team. Looking at their bench defensively, they played better as a team. I think the Lakers need to have Davis more on the low post. He had an advantage against both of the low post players of the Clippers, and they didn't utilize him there as much. Kept him outside the three too much. I think the coaching is better for the Clippers. I think the Clippers are the best team in the NBA at this point. They have the best player, and Leonard proved that. They just played really well. It was a good game. It was a very close game. All you guys who watched it, good Christmas Day game to watch. Again, those games are difficult to handicap. The Lakers and Clippers play in the Staples Center, so that makes it harder. They both play at home. So it's a home game for both teams. But anyway, moving along, new time of the year now. We're past Christmas. It's going to be a big day in college basketball tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow. They probably shoot the show early in the morning. It just depends on if we have the games early or not. So make sure you'll get your alert if you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sports Chef Guru. Then you'll get an alert on your phone. We're getting into the prime time of college basketball. It's going to get busier and busier as we go. That's how we handicap it. And we're going to take you all the way to March Madness. So stay with me. We have the NBA, we have hockey and college basketball coming up, so stay with me. Today we don't have there's only 2 college games. I didn't see anything. They've been only a couple games yesterday. Really not a whole lot to play. The bowl games are always difficult. I usually pick my spots with that. We should have something for you guys tomorrow in the college bowls. Today I want to go over a couple games that we like in the NBA. Atlanta's at home. Giannis is out. It looks like he's out of the numbers moved 3 points down. It was up to 11. It's down to 8. So Giannis isn't playing. He's doubtful. He did get hit in the eye last game against the Philadelphia. They lost that game. Also, Bledsoe has been out. Now they have 2 guys out. I like our position in this Atlanta spot. They've already beaten them twice this year. Collins has come back for Atlanta. Kid from Wake Forest, one of their second leading scorer. I think he's going to help this team. They could even win this game. Certainly, we like the points in this game at 8. We bought it up to 9. Also, you want to put a small money line bet on that as well. But that's our primary bet today. Again, Giannis is out. Milwaukee has to cover 8 now on the road without him. And Atlanta hasn't won in a while. They're due for a win, especially at home. They're going to be up for this game. They've lost twice to this team, so go ahead and play Atlanta in that spot. Also, moving into the Warriors have been hot at home. They won Christmas Day against Houston. They won the day before, 2 days before that against the Timberwolves. So they're winning at home. Of course, they have a very good coach. And Pascal is out, looks like, for this game. The line's moved up, but the center's not playing for the Phoenix Suns. So that should Ayton. So he's been back a couple games. Now he's out again. We're trading chess pieces, as I talked to you guys about earlier. Again, this game is not as good as Atlanta, but we're going to play the Warriors smaller against the Suns at home, getting points. I've been with you guys now. This is our 29th episode. I've shared with you many times. We like home teams, especially in all sports. But in these long seasons that we're going in the NBA, Major League Baseball, as you'll see, college basketball is fairly long with tournament games. We like taking our home teams. We're safer at home. Our numbers are going to be more consistent at home, and that's why we're going to stay at home in this spot. And then real quick, I want to share with you guys before we talk about hockey. I want to share with you guys a recipe. It's for cheeseburgers. This is grass-fed ground beef. I always buy grass-fed ground beef. It's a little more expensive. This is only $8 at Sprouts, and this would feed an entire family. This amount of food. This is almost 2 pounds. It's yeah, it is 2 pounds. That's quite a bit of food. So you're going to get about let's see, 32. You're going to get about 4 good-sized hamburgers, and they're not going to shrink that much because the meat is better quality, so it has less grease in it. I'm going to give you a quick idea of how to make this taste just like it would taste if you went to a very good restaurant. And here's how I do it. I sear the meat, make my patty, sear the meat. You want to use organic olive oil. Also, I like to use this ghee butter. This is a grass-fed butter. And this is an organic olive oil, so I like to put a little of that down. The fat from the meat, which there isn't much, it's better meat. It's going to grill up nicely. You want to sear that on both sides. Then I like to add my vegetables to the dish. When both sides of the meat are seared, then you can start cutting it and getting ready to add your vegetables. This is a really good organic cheese I like to use. It's extra sharp. They have different flavors. Pick whatever flavor you want. And any grass-fed organic cheese would work well. Again, these are better quality ingredients. And when you use better ingredients, your food's just going to taste better. That's just the way. That's automatic. And that's why I'm sharing this with you. Not only are you going to feel better, not only is it more nutritious, but the quality of the flavor of the food, it's a home run. You make this dish I'm going to show you, and your friends are going to say, I don't need to go to a restaurant and pay. This hamburger in a restaurant would cost about $15 to $20, and that's at just a mid-grade restaurant. I like to add, when I'm done with the meat, this is an important ingredient. This is bone broth. This isn't stock from beef or chickens. This is beef bone broth. It's like $7 for this. Worth every penny. Again, you can make it yourself at home. Just use beef ribs and boil them in water. Fill it up to the top of a large soup bowl, biggest bowl you can find. Fill it up with water. Add some seasoning. Crank it up, and then to simmer it when it boils for 24 hours, and you'll get just as good a bone broth as this, and it's a lot cheaper. I'm showing you this just for a presentation. Plus, at times, I like to just add a little of this when I'm cooking, and that's what I do. So when this is done searing the meat on both sides, I like to add, before I add my vegetables, I like to add my bone broth, and then that starts searing the meat. I add my cheese on top, and add as much cheese as you want because that's what makes it taste better. It's going to melt. When you put the cheese on top, flip that cheese over, let it cook into the bone broth. You've got your vegetables there. And make sure you have a large skillet. You always want to be on medium heat to sear the meat and cook everything. And then you can add, I like to add fresh garlic, green peppers, organic red onion to it, organic garlic, the list goes on. You can finish the dish with, these are heirloom tomatoes. I like to use that when I make my cheeseburgers. Again, it's just salt. Make sure sear the meat first. Once it's seared on both sides, then you want to add your, when it gets close to being done, add your cheese, add your veggies, add your bone broth, flip the meat over, let it cook in that bone broth. It'll melt it. When it gets melted, the hamburger's finished. Then you can saute your vegetables in that good grizzle from the meat, plus the bone broth, all that seasoning, the garlic, whatever vegetables you like, use those. And then when you're done, I just pour it over it, smother it over it. And I like to add some organic sour cream. If you can find a good mayonnaise substitute, use that. Even if you like mayo, top of the line, you won't get a better hamburger than that anywhere. I make my own hamburgers. I won't buy any really anywhere else. So try to remember that recipe. I'll do a cooking presentation in the future. I just wanted to share that idea with you guys. One more game in hockey I wanted to go over. Kings are at home against the Sharks. Sharks released their coach earlier in the month, and they've been struggling lately. All these teams have had a break now, so there's no fatigue issues. Healthy players are playing. They're healthier, the teams from rest. So no surprises there, but the Kings are playing well at home this year. It's a good number at home. They've lost twice to the Sharks, so they want some revenge there. And again, I think this price is definitely reasonable. And the Sharks are struggling, frankly. Last year they went to the playoffs. They advanced past the first round. I bet them against the Knights. But this time around, they've been struggling. So we're going to take that plus at home. So it's a reasonable price. Looks like plus 130 to 140, which is a good number. I always like to bet 2 to 1 on the puck line. Puck line in this case is $1.65, I believe, $1.70. That's pretty good value for a hockey game, especially a team with a good home record. So we're going to take that play. So I want to recap quickly again. Atlanta at home, that's our primary play today. Giannis is out. Bledsoe's been out. Collins back for Atlanta, getting good points at home. There's a lot of room there, 8-9 points. Get whatever you can. Small bet on the money line. Primary bet on take the points. Warriors, again, coming hot at home, been winning at home lately. They have lost their third leading scorer, Pascal. That could hurt them, so this bet's reduced. Ayton is out for the Suns, so we're okay there, and we're a home dog. Number's gone up to 3.5. I bought it to 4. So you got some room there at home. Again, the Warriors are on this winning streak at home. So we're going to play the Warriors, but not as much as Atlanta. And then we like the Kings in hockey today. So that's another play against the Sharks. So you have 3 home teams. We should go 2-1 in those positions. I want to make sure to remind you guys, tell your friends, go on Sports Chef Guru, subscribe. It's free. You'll get an alert every time I shoot my show. I do it at different times. I'm going to try to do it every single day now because it's going to get busy with basketball, hockey. We'll basically have plays almost on a daily basis that I want to give you guys because that's the way where you make money. I have to release as many of the plays as I'm playing to help you get your percentages. That's the way it works. So I'll look for me to be doing this show quite often, hopefully every day. And I want to help you guys get healthy and wealthy. That's why I started this show. These are my supplements I take every day. I always show them. This has 91 different herbs and vegetables in it. I recommend this product here. It's a Chinese product. I always drink this water. Again, I share that with you guys in a glass. And again, everything's organic. Make sure you get your fruit every day. You want to top that cheeseburger off with a good organic avocado. And this isn't even organic. It doesn't have to be for avocados. But your food's going to taste better. It's going to be better for you. You're going to get healthy. Keep tuning into my show. We're going to change this world one good bet, one good meal at a time. You got to be consistent, though. That's my job. I'll keep coming back for you guys. We're on this journey together. We're going to get healthy and wealthy together. So I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. It's going to be a big day. Bowl games in college basketball. We'll have some NBA, hockey. Whatever's there, you're going to get it. Make sure you're ready because we're going to probably have a good weekend this weekend. NFL, obviously, all weekend. So we're going to have, let's get it done. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for being with me today. Have a good day.